Start off today's video. I have some footage of working with the bearings, the axles, and the wheels, and I cut the spacers for the wheels to keep them centered on the frame. I'm waiting for some more parts to come in right now to move forward on the bike. I'm going to make some motor mount pieces that will move the engine around a little bit, making it easier to line up the rear sprockets. I need to mount the rear sprockets and the brake rotor, and I will need to come up with a way to mount the brake caliper. So, but for today's video, I'm working with the bearings, and we're making the spacers. So, hope you enjoy it. It's just some quick footage I had put together while I wait for some parts to come in. And yeah, leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all those fun things, and please enjoy the video. Thank you. So with this mini bike, there's so many parts that I need. Lots of different things. Right now I need a throttle, kill switch, and I don't know what else. I need the brakes. I still need to mount the sprockets and the brakes, all that stuff. So I think I have some parts on another project I was working on a couple years ago in the shed. We're gonna go take a look right now. Maybe the throttle's in there and maybe the kill switch. Well, check it out. I'll show you that project. So this is my shed. I got a few things stored out here. I would eventually like this to be the future home of DIY Willy. Maybe we can put all the power tools out here and do some of the work from here instead of in my dirty garage. Now be prepared. There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of projects. This is like a spider haven right here. They're galore. Lots of stuff stored in here. Okay, so here's my shed. And this is my little project I was telling you about. This is a replica of a Honda. It's an 18-volt little mini motorcycle, and it's got the throttle on it. Wow, it doesn't have the... Oh, it'll come off. It doesn't have the cable. I wonder where that's at. It does have a kill switch. I need to get all that off of it. I want to use it. Anyway, I've got the 79cc engine that was supposed to go in that little mini bike. That bike, I started that build a couple of years ago, and I'll probably continue it after I build this mini bike. I have a Predator 420 brand new in the box that was originally slated to go into the golf cart, and it might make it that way now anyway, now that I'm taking the engine out. Who knows? So anyway, let's see what I can do here. Let's get this. And this is perfect place. Got a little workbench. I can run some power and some lights in here, and this would be perfect for the DIY Willy. This would be a great home for it. But let's get this mini bike out. We're not here to talk about homes. See, I've got a tandem. I think it's called a Columbia or something like that bike. That again, I would like it to be a project on DIY Willy, to restore it, paint it, and put new wheels and tires on it, and new seats and everything, chrome it, make that a nice new project. I've got seats here for the golf cart. Just a lot of stuff that's been laying around in here for many years that well, I should finally get to using it. All right, let's get to these parts. See, I need a Phillips screwdriver, so I'll be right back. Let's see what it takes to get this off. I think it's just a Phillips screwdriver right here. If I remember right. Yeah, looks like it. So back to this little mini bike. So yeah, it's 18 volts and battery operated, of course. And it went pretty good. I used to ride it, and I'm not a small guy. But that 79cc engine will fit in there with very little modification. Just a little bit to the lower part of the frame. So, yeah, leave in the comments if you want to see this build get started, if you'd be interested in it. If not, I'll get to it eventually. I'll put it on the back burner for now, but yeah, leave in the comments if you want to see that build get going. All right, now let's get back to the other bike. All right, so I'm back working on the Mighty Moto Mini Bike. In fact, I'm thinking about calling it the Mighty Moto Mini Bike. Let me know what you think about that. I think that would be a nice name for it. Anyway, so I got the bearing. Now what I've got is small. They're, I believe, like skateboard bearings. I think they call them, or something. But anyway, they fit perfect right here. Here, I'll take the shaft out so you can see. If you remember, I was missing this bearing. So these bearings right here, they're 22 diameter by 10 center hole by 6 millimeter depth. So that's 22 millimeter by 10 millimeter by 6 millimeter, and they fit perfect in there. That's the bearing that I was missing right there. So I'll go ahead and I'll put the steering back together, and we'll move on. So I've got the front handlebars all put back together. That bearing fit perfectly. It works great. Now I need to work on the rear wheel. As you can see, the bearings keep popping out. So these bearings have this little clip on it. I don't know if there's a better way to see it. Little flange or something. So I want to take that off so the bearings will go all the way inside the wheel. That'll help keep them inside. So I got to take this all apart now and fix those bearings. I need the hammer, the mallet. One bearing. I'll let that go down. We got the wheel off. So let's look at taking this snap rings off these bearings. How can we do that? Let me see what I can. So how do we take these snap rings off these bearings? I don't really know, but we're gonna figure it out. Alright, I'll get back. Okay, so what I did to get these snap rings off is I just pulled it off like that. I just pulled it out of its groove and worked its way around, and it came right out. Once I got it to its halfway point, like that, it just pops right off. There. Now I think these bearings will fit in there better and won't pop out anymore. They shouldn't come out. Okay. I got the wheel put back on. The bearings are in right. They look good. This one popped out a little bit. I'll have to push it in. But now I can measure for the spacers. And center the wheel as best I can between the frame. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And then I'll measure this distance from the bearing to here, so that I can cut the spacers and the wheel will stay centered. Okay, let's get at that. Like 3.5. Try to get it centered. More than 3.5. Maybe 9/16. That's pretty good. Now it gets a 2, a 2 3/8 spacer. I'll make 2 2.5-inch spacers. I think that'll work fine. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut 2 2.5-inch spacers. Basically, I have one 5-inch. I'm just gonna cut it dead in half. All right, I already got my spacer here. I've got it marked for 5.5 or 2.5, excuse me, of the 5-inch spacer. And we'll go ahead and cut it in half. Alright. So I'm going to end that video here. I'll show you the axles all mounted and the spacers all in the next video. I'm working on putting that video together right now. And some parts have come in. I'm still waiting for the axles, and I ordered a 9-inch axle instead of the 10-inch axle for the front. The front was just way too long. So I ordered a 9-inch axle. I'm waiting for that to come in. And you got to get some hardware for that engine plate I was talking about to move the engine around a little bit. I might just order one from GoPro Sports. They have an adapter that is pretty versatile. It moves around a lot. Could give me a lot of options. I'll check it out. If so, I'll get it. If not, well, I'll build what I was planning on building. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and always come back to DIY Willy. Thank you.